Right, this was a problem with the RB series Samsung fridge, which had water accumulating in the bottom, underneath the bottom tray. I haven't found anything else like this on YouTube anywhere, so I'm going to make a video of it myself. This back panel off, there's only 2 screws holding it, and then brute force to pull the poppers off. It seems to be leaking up both sides. This side where the rust is not probably the problem, although this little wire here wasn't routed correctly, and I first thought maybe it was conducting water down over avoiding the drip tray, which goes here, over to the bottom, but I don't think that's true. There's no signs of water on it, instead of which I think this side has telltale signs down here. In fact, I can confirm this by looking at the foam seals on the back of the back panel. No, it's right. This is the back panel. There's the inside right, so this is the right hand side of the back panel. There it gets squashed a bit to go past some bit of plastic on the inside, and this is wet. It's dripping water out of it, dripped a lot more before. So the problem is really that water is getting into this, coming down and going into the bottom tray. The problem is not incidentally this hole in the back of here, which is the classic hole for the condensation to drip down and then go through into this other hole in here and then back out to where it should evaporate off the hot part of the coils at the back of the fridge, and they're not blocked up, which is unusual. Usually that's the problem with fridges. Now, when I found this, the screw which was holding the back panel in was actually, this is the rusty one from the other side, but it was, the one in this side was unscrewed. It was loose, it was halfway in, and I believe that is because, oh no, this one was loose, and I believe the reason it's loose is to try to bring this panel forwards so that what drips off it doesn't drip onto here, go across here into that foam that I showed before, down here and down under the back tray. Somebody who's been here before and knew about this, so what I'm going to do is use my own screws a bit longer with a spacer under the back to try to pull it even further forwards. So instead of dripping onto this, it goes straight into the drip tray, and that's going to be my attempt at a workaround. And here are the bits and pieces of washers and things that are screws that I've found to try this bodge. Now it's all back together again. Only time will tell whether or not water accumulates down here.